Okay.
That's the difference. Right now it's private. And now we might be live. Welcome, Jacob. We might be live and we might have a super echo. Please let me know how this is. Everything has a... Let's see what's going on. I'm going to wait 7 seconds for the low latency to catch up.
Is it actually going? Or do we...
Well,
I guess you could go to my YouTube. I'm
Yeah, we're gonna
subscribed to him.
Let's test.
And then go to up to the top left on the ... bars. Or you could go to Rookzer0
It looks like it's going.
and then go to
I think it's
up to Rookzer0. Nope.
okay. Hey,
we're going.
Okay.
it's live.
Oh
It's live
man.
and we're going.
It's live and we're going.
Hey.
So, adjust.
I really don't know who can hear me or what's going on. Well, welcome back today. Oh, I can see you. It does work. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to turn off my bookmark bar, so that's out of the way. We got some different colors going on. We can see the stream. That's good. So I'm going to pop out the chat here. Today's going to be a little different. Because I have two guests with me. I have Captain Jumpro, and I have Larz. Larz?
Larz.
Larz.
S sound.
It's
Yeah.
Been friends
for
10
years.
And he just now found out my name is not pronounced with a Z.
Yep. That's how I do. I don't ask questions. Welcome, Jacob. Welcome, Art. I don't know what this sounds like right now. So, is there an echo? Is this a terrible echo? Let's test some sound stuff before we get started here.
Apparently there is an echo. It may be because you're addressing.
You were staring at us.
How about this? Is this better? Is there an echo now?
This mic is super high. But I don't know.
The voices all
Go ahead and turn it down a little bit. We'll see what happens. How's that? Is that better? This is the test?
Should we use our quiet voices?
We should use our quiet voices, absolutely. We are in a small room.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
I actually can't hear you at all now.
Oh, now, okay. That's the wrong one. That's the top one. What about now?
Look at the other voices aren't. Yes, better. Okay.
Okay.
So, this is the test of me talking. I'm Rookzer0.
Now I'm talking. This is Larz.
Now I'm talking. This is Captain Jumpro.
Were all of those okay? Waiting for the heroes in chat. Let us know.
Bug said, oh, wait. Ace says it's working fine.
Yes.
The guests have an echo. The other two, oh, you know what? I know why there's an echo. Because you might be talking.
Now I'm talking and continuing to talk. So turn my gain down.
I think the problem is coming from my microphone. It might be that you two have to just be quieter. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because technically I'm getting all of your audio through my computer.
Okay. How would you like me to fix that?
Oh, that's good. Okay. Let's test.
So if I just talking with my face turned away, that'll do it?
What I'd like you to do.
Yes.
Welcome everybody. I'm glad you came to join us. We're gonna do some weird stuff right now. Will one of you put on headphones and actually go to the YouTube channel?
Yes.
And have somebody monitor so we can kind of adjust it on the fly? Does that make sense? For everybody else, we are going to be doing a little bit different of a stream. Larz has been a longtime friend and helpful D&D player. He's recently got into DMing, which is pretty cool. and we're going to use today as a means to test out the Aggie software, which is a free online place to basically just play.
The mouse, please.
You could also use your phone if you'd like.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. By the way, when he says DM, I want to put that around quotes. Because when he says, let me give you an example of the type of DMing that I do. I say, you're in a village, and they want you to go collect 4 things from another village. And you're like, oh, what 4 things? I'm just like, I'll tell you when you find them. They're like, okay, I look around here for one of the 4 things. Like, yeah, you find one of them. Okay. Do I see any more? Like, nope. Go find the other 3. So I am a kindergartner of DMing. If you so.
I think that might be the case for most people.
I'm very loosely considered a DM.
I've been DMing for maybe 5 years now, off and on, and I still feel very unqualified sometimes. So yeah.
Use your one-on-one voice.
Yeah. So as we're doing this, we are doing a lot of testing today. So I'm basically using you as a guinea pig to try out this format. And that way I don't offend anybody, because it might be terrible and we might never do it again. We'll find it out. The echo he has is ethereal DM. Okay, so it's probably coming from my mic. So I might try. I'm gonna move away from the chat. Jump Rope, will you watch the chat?
I am.
So what if I move the mic to in front of me?
That might work better. And then I'm gonna turn my mic away from you. So I'm gonna actually rotate myself. Oh, my guts. All right. How's that? Is that better? Can everyone still hear the poor Rookzer0? We'll see how that does for a little bit.
I think this is great that we have literally no idea what's going on as we're just attempting to it. So this is for the people who show up early. This is great because you get to see all the fuck. Can we swear?
Not for the first 60 seconds of the video.
We've been going for much longer than that, so we're good. Really, first 60 seconds.
It's something with the algorithm. That's the general consensus
At the moment is you basically have, like, the algorithm only looks at the first couple, like, minute or 2 of your video, and if you don't swear in it, it's like, yeah, that's good. It kind of goes past that.
And then it assumes that you go, okay.
But that's much like every other algorithm thing, and could be totally bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
So why maybe just don't swear for the first little bit, and then we can kind of get into it.
Well, we're then we just let the floodgates out and do whatever we want.
Okay. It's still an echo, but it's smaller. Okay, well, let's try.
Well,
maybe. You know what?
If it was smaller, then that means maybe it is my mic.
I think it is that you are loud enough to be heard on both.
I think that's what it is.
Okay. I'll try and be.
Let me try this.
There's a very subtle difference between, like, the amount of volume to be so that they can hear you clearly, but a different amount of volume to not be put through. I feel like that's very, very specific. Okay, I'm talking now, and I can. Okay, if you can hear Rook, raise your hand, because we just tried something else with the mics. Okay. No echo, but yes, Rook? No Rook? No Rook. Wait, why did that turn black?
turned this on. So now we're going to have an echo again, but you guys can probably hear me. And I'm going to just crank down my sensitivity here. Talk. Larz, go ahead and talk.
All right. I'm going back to talking. This is Mars Radio 25 and a half.
This is Rook Talk for 3745. July morning radio station. Jump rope, how's that doing? I'm going to try to do this even better. With a little more rotation. How's that? Better? Better talking?
You are fine. If Larz talks in an inside voice, we're fine.
Okay.
Am I not?
You're pretty loud.
Are you serious? Even still?
You have very much a teacher voice.
Okay. Well,
Larz, pretend that you're talking to a very small rock. And if you talk too loud, the rock will explode. And because you're leaning in so close, it's going to explode in your face. No, the mic should be as close as to your mouth as possible.
Oh.
And then you should be whispering into the... That's why everybody sounds so damn good when they're on a microphone. Because you got to talk real quiet. We're going to get a really weird and a kind of a different audience today.
It's actually bad for your voice to talk quietly.
I've never heard that before, but that could explain why my throat is constantly just like in torment.
Yeah, because like when you have a normal amount of volume coming through, that's like what your vocal cords are capable of handling. And when you whisper, like especially whispering is really bad for your voice. So,
well, talk.
Yeah.
Screech. Jump rope's gonna explode if we keep doing that.
Yeah, I have slowly going insane.
Wait, what am I doing?
Nothing. You're doing great. Oh, I totally just got rid of the Discord chat. I'm so sorry.
Wait, what? Was that aimed at me or was that aimed at... What was I doing that was making you mad?
No. Sorry. So, Captain Jump Rope hates ASMR videos. Hates them with a passion. No.
Okay. There's a new one called unintentional ASMR.
Yep.
That we're gonna do. Series.
Rook, we're always weird. Fair enough, Andreas. Fair enough. So I think today what we're going to do is we're going to have Captain Jump Rope monitoring the Discord. So there is no live chat today on the Discord, but we will be in the general tab. So if you want to type, we could also move over to the probably the Discord and draw. So let's say if you want to talk in the Discord today or you have a question for me or Larz, go ahead and go to the Discord and draw. If you want to be sharing any of your artwork with us, go ahead and go there. We are testing out the Aggie software today. So far, the quality of the art of this program has shifted dramatically to not the normal. I will start drawing soon.
I don't know what you guys are worried about.
Hey, that's looking pretty good. I mean, I can see what it is. That's always a bonus.
Did you see my I've got a little secret, little spoiler, little Easter egg. I was trying to figure out what that is. Got a little Easter egg up here for those of you who are paying attention.
I wonder if I can make this mic a little. I'm gonna turn it this way. How's that? Can people still hear me? Am I too quiet now? We'll try that for there.
Whoop.
Oh, gotta turn off the thing. Hold on.
Is it always this like? Is this particular like? Because this is the first time I've done this, so I don't know. But is this what it's normally like?
Live streaming?
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely. Okay.
Because like 2%, hey, let's do something fun, and 95% just sheer panic. Kind of like DMing. It's kind of like DMing.
I was gonna say that's exactly like DMing.
Yeah. A little echo from the guest.
I have no idea what to pick next.
But at least we can understand him. Okay, so still have a little bit of an echo from... I don't think I can turn this down any more than I already have. Unless... Does this get really loud or really quiet? I'm going to test that right now. I'm pretty sure my mic is turned all the way down, and now I think it's all the way up. So if I'm blowing out your ears, I'm very, very sorry.
Yes, it's all the way up now.
Okay, we're going to turn that back down. Sorry. I'm so sorry. We'll go back to this.
Okay. I have also just have never. If this probably isn't apparent yet, but I have. No, oh, damn it. I mean, ooh,
Oh, dang.
my goodness. I have never drawn on one of these things before,
Yes,
and
this is...
I'm not looking where my hand is. I'm looking at a computer screen, and that is very disorienting if you have never done it, because I can't. Also, I can make the ball that I'm coloring with bigger and smaller. It is very. This is awkward if you've never done this before.
I just realized something that may be interesting for some people that I just realized as well. Larz stole the right side of the screen, so I'm in a disadvantage because I'm not good at drawing people facing the right. It's very weird to try to draw someone like reflected.
Can't you just like flip it?
No, not in this. I could in Photoshop.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I've seen you can just like whoop the whole thing. Could I like copy and paste my unhappy superhero over to your side?
Maybe. The guest today, Jacob, is... We do have Captain Jump Rope with us. And then this is Larz. Larz is a new DM. He's a new artist. He's one of my players. I've been one of his players before in many DM games. And so I thought it'd be fun to use him as the guinea pig for our Aggie software to see if we can start doing some Discord, draw-togethers, draw-em-ups, etc., etc. Larz, yes, Larz.
And you actually pronounce it with an S. I'm gonna remind people of that the whole time. Haven't come up with a name for my superhero yet, or what their powers are. So if anyone would like to jump in and see what it is that would like to see what kind of things that she can do, feel free to try to make this. Are we making this themed?
We could make it themed. That'd be
Well,
fun.
I'm just wondering, like, if we're doing D&D themed, like, so maybe superhero wasn't the brightest idea.
I mean, you can always change it. Yeah,
I mean-
there are superheroes in D&D, I suppose. What was... shoot. I was thinking of Critical Role again. Now all I can think of is bread. The power of repel rain. There you go. My question is, why is there a frowny face on the cape?
Well, there's, I've got a theme going between the two frowny faces. So the theme is unhappiness.
Everything I do is pain. Oh, someone somehow made it into the call. I don't know who that was. Is it another one of our mods? Will you go ahead and check the Discord, Jump Rope? Someone just left.
Yeah. Can I keep drawing while you're doing mouse stuff? No? Okay.
Weird.
I guess while
Okay,
they're filling
I'm
with
back.
stuff.
I'm back. Yeah, we're just gonna keep drawing. It's fine. I don't know what I want to draw today.
A superhero.
Yeah.
Or you,
Okay.
you do a super villain
Super villain?
because I've done, or have I done a villain?
I don't know.
I guess this person's fate has yet to be decided.
Sired, who is quiet? And are we both quiet, or is it just me? This is perfectly good for you guys for everyone to just like rip us apart today, because we're trying to make this function. I think what I might need to do is make an extra Discord. Rook ever drawn a god? Yes, actually I have. I did one for the character drawing. Someone decided like the god of... Oh man, I don't remember if it was disease or poverty. I did. I drew some. It was weird.
I feel like that would fit well with my character.
So just draw the god of garbage. Get some emo hair. Pestilence. Yeah, it might have been the god of pestilence. I don't remember. Was that a trick? Yeah, so if you're having troubles with the sound or my volume is at maximum 100. Okay, so I do need to turn up the sound real quick. Give me 1 second. I'm going to adjust the volume. Everyone turn your volume down.
I'm assuming you don't mean me. Okay. So, okay. I'm gonna keep talking. Oh, oh. Well, no. Now she has a hammer. See, that's not a. It's not a mistake. If.
Okay.
If,
So I'm back.
there,
I don't know
so-
how the volume is better for that.
What chat were we in?
You should be either in general or you should be in the Discord and Draw.
I don't see Discord and Draw.
It's under Art Corner,
Okay.
which you have shown.
Art corner.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So we're checking the general chat today. We're in the Discord and Draw chat today, and we are on the YouTube chat today. Much better. That's good. Okay. Is there still an echo? There might still be an echo, but
Double checking for an echo.
how's that? Echoing from anybody? I think what I could probably do is set up a new Discord account for me, and then stream all of that to the base computer, and then that way Jump Rope can sit on that computer and moderate it and check the levels, listen to the stream.
Next time. Next time.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna change this because
Yeah, there's an
Jump Rope
echo,
grabbed
but
it.
it's acceptable. Okay. So
changing this into a hammer. This superhero now fights with a hammer. Be a war hammer. Is that what war hammers look like?
I'm gonna do some things to the mic.
Are we-
so sorry.
Okay. So now I'm talking again. I'm a responsible.
Use a small voice. You're very tiny. You find yourself in a dark room and you're very small.
And you're very. So wouldn't it just be a regular sort of room then? Room is small.
Yeah, the room is small. I mean, are you small comparatively to the room? A warhammer. A warhammer. Is this the start of a poem? A warhammer, a shield and a glaive. I feel like I've been just doing technical stuff all day and I haven't actually drawn anything. So I need to draw something pretty quick. Let's see. What did we do yesterday?
You are far behind.
I'm far behind. All right, let me catch up. No, I can't draw goblins. That was last week. Last week was Goblin Week. 6 p.m. going to do breakfast. Okay. I'm glad you're getting your meals in. Just walked up and it's almost 6 p.m. Oh, you just woke up and it's 6 p.m. All right. Oh, I gotcha. All right. Nice. I need to draw. Okay, so we got a green warhammer. This is Jamungo Man.
And the hammer. Let's see. It's got to be upside down.
Okay.
Upside down. It's got to be.
I think I did something and now I can't hear Larz at all. Is everyone else having that issue, or is it just me?
Who can we hear?
I think I'm only getting like part of the Discord. It sounds kind of garbled to me. So.
Can't hear Lars now.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's because so turn up the gain a little bit on that.
Didn't you turn it down?
I turned it all the way down.
You turned it all the way down.
Yes, which means that
So now,
the sensitivity's too low.
now we're doing this.
That sounds better.
Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully we can hear Larz now.
All right. I said a million funny things while you guys couldn't hear me. but
I heard some of them.
Yeah. No, I forgot all of them, so I can't restate them.
So the first thing I do when I sit down to draw is I try to like orient myself by using my fingers to adjust the size of the screen, which you cannot do in this program.
Oh.
So I'm constantly, every time you see this, that's a gesture. That's a Photoshop gesture to adjust the size of the screen.
Gotcha.
So, sorry. One more goblin and I make a, a goblin phobia.
I keep trying to like move it the same way you move a mouse, but it does not work that to drag it.
You can actually adjust that if you'd like in the settings.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just.
Okay.
I'm drawing in this area right here. My zone.
It's so far away. This is crazy. Well, this is
Okay,
an interesting experiment.
This person needs an animal companion
Okay.
that is also unhappy.
So, like a sad kobold.
So it needs, yeah. Or maybe I think it'd be better actually if they were very happy. Okay. I think it'd be better if they were actually like extremely happy. And they were just, and so that was the, the juxtaposition that you got a very sad.
I think I accidentally gave this kobold a wang.
What else is happening in this picture? I think there's going to be a Bowser-like entity that lives in the clouds. This will.
Oh, I don't see the Bowser-like entity. I might have to look at this.
No, I'm gonna get it. It's already there. I just need to find it in the. You ever seen those pictures where like it starts as a blank thing and you like erase the white and the picture shows up? Have you ever seen those?
No. What are you talking about?
It's a thing for kids. That's a good just because I know a lot of kids get they like to scribble, but they don't like looking at scribble.
So it's like a scratch-off ticket, but it reveals the picture?
Yes. And so it's completely white, and then as you drag your finger across it, you reveal more of the picture. And so it's a thing, and then you can once you undo the whole picture, then there's it's black and white, and then once you've done that, then you go back and you add color finger. But the color is already done for you, so it when you're done, you've got the beautiful picture of
Interesting. They used to have like rainbow paper. I remember when I was a kid that was black and it had rainbow colors underneath it. That was interesting, but it didn't have a picture, so that's kind of cool. Cthulhu asks, have I ever used Kotoa in your sessions? I have not. Is that a drawing software or is that a 3D software?
I think it's a god.
Oh. I totally misunderstood. CATIA. I think CATIA is a 3D editing software, which is where my mind went to.
I was thinking
it's a monster race. Okay. Ergotho is another good one, yeah. No, I have not. What is... tell us more about the Kotoa. I'll have to look that up. Maybe we can draw some. I don't know. I'm still amped up about this half-fiend.
Do you ever make sound draw of like that you're drawing?
It's a fishman race.
Oh, fish people. I dig it. Is it a murloc?
It's a murloc.
It's basically a murloc. Well, that's fine. Can draw some murlocs. Do they have noses?
No.
No noses? Okay.
Oh, do fish have noses?
Some, yeah. Fish have nose. They have
I
nose
just
holes.
realized what I'm doing right now. Fish don't have noses.
They do?
They have nose holes.
They have little tiny nostrils.
How do sharks smell blood in water if they
And
can't?
they have sensory organs in their teeth. The same way that cats do.
I'm gonna use my my cursing right now. I get one free curse. Bullshit.
No, cats have sensories in their freaking teeth.
I think
We need a moderator to come in here and look that up. Someone look up.
No, they in the same way that like if you're eating like a steak, right, and as you're chewing it, you like suddenly come across a hard piece. You know how you can like move it around in your mouth, and you can like move it from one side to the other and try and like figure out what the fuck it is. Cats, big cats, can do that with their teeth for blood. So they bite into your freaking neck and then they can sense where the blood or the veins and arteries are in your neck through their teeth, so that their second bite can pierce those and have you bleed out.
That sounds made up.
Real fast.
Dude, cats kill you with their face.
Well, yeah, but
I mean,
and so do bulls, but that doesn't mean they can sense your blood with their horns.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying cats.
Teeth powers.
Cats are. Man, I don't. People keep those little psychopaths as pets. Get it?
I think you're trying to troll the chat now.
No, this is real. This is a real thing that I heard about on Joe Rogan's podcast.
The most reliable of sources.
You know, he's part of the dark web, and I think that makes him.
You heard it here, possibly second. Dark web confirms. Cats smell with their teeth.
That is verbatim what I was saying.
Exactly, 1 to 1.
Okay. And then just dark. Right here.
So if you would like, because we have 2 monitors available to you, you can go to the YouTube channel, pause, silence the stream, and then read the chat if you want to interact with the chat. Otherwise, we can go back to the Discord. We can see people in Discord talking. I don't know if anybody's in the Discord, though.
Nobody's
just kinda-
in the Discord
That's
very
fine.
much right now.
I think everyone that's in the Discord is also in the YouTube chat, so that's a perfectly fine place to be today. Ah, yes, the Sixth Sense teeth. Cthulhu agrees. Cthulhu confirmed. Cat teeth. I'm totally gonna look that up later because that sounds crazy.
You are gonna feel really stupid.
Hey, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I just don't believe you.
Okay, I get to say I told you so 7 times in a row, if I'm right.
That's fine. You did tell me. You did tell me.
I know. That's why I get to say it.
See, I'd like to clarify some statements here because me not believing you doesn't mean it's not true. I just get to not believe you until I find more information, which I will look it up.
Nice to see you in the chat.
I can sense your blood with my magic tooth of the random cat I found. That would be a pretty cool D&D item, actually. Tooth of blood scent.
Did we just invent it?
We did. We just invented a new item.
I don't know if this is probably, I'm sure this already exists, but last night when we were playing, thinking of, your dragoon that you invented,
Mm-hmm.
and how he's got the plate that goes over his face, but he can still see through it for some reason.
Yep.
I was thinking about instead of putting dark side on that, having that be detect life, which is where you wouldn't be able to see in the dark, but what you would be able to do is like detect where positionally something that was alive was.
So
whether it was if it was behind a wall, you would still be able to know that it was behind the wall because but only for like 40 feet or something.
There are similar.
there's a spell that does that.
So yeah, I assume there was, but
Similar
only if it's
spells
living.
that make you invisible to the undead.
Yeah. Well, for that reason. Technically, that's how undead see.
Oh.
They have.
Wait, then how come I was just looking around that thing and there was you can buy a plate mail that makes you look dead? How does that work?
Is it illusion plate mail?
You just it's a +2 plate mail and you
Thermal
just get in
sight. Thermal sight sounds pretty good.
You get in it and it just like the dead can't find you. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That
Okay.
you would be invisible to undead.
I mean, yeah, most skeletons don't have eyeballs, but they still have dark vision. I think they have dark sense, is what it's called.
this person covered.
Okay, so this fish monster has tiny little legs.
Tiny little legs.
Tiny little legs. Because it's just a tail. It's just a tail. It's just kind of like... We're going to SpongeBob it. So they just like walk around on their little fins.
You know, this guy reminds me of Ocarina of Time. How old is your audience? Would they remember Ocarina?
That's a good question. It's a question I don't like to ask.
the King Zora. He is probably proportioned just about like this. And then he grants you passage, and then he has to scoot over using those tiny little legs, and it's the sound effect that they chose to use. And he moves like a micron every single time he does it. And you have to sit there and it's a cinematic. You have to watch it. There's no skipping it. 64. Skipping cinematics didn't exist yet.
The game can only be played at one speed. Please.
Dangerously slow.
Yeah, dangerously slow. It's perfect.
That yeah. There's so many options that I have a hard time figuring what color to use. Like if I'm sitting here spinning this wheel, do the audience members at home see that?
No, they don't see your screen. So they only see. I can recreate what you're doing, and just like spiral.
That's why. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure.
I can just. The funny part about this though is your saturation is black, so it will still be black.
What do you mean?
You had your top left is
white,
pure white.
right.
Top left
Bottom.
is pure black,
Bottom.
and then left to right is saturation. So you were at like nothing but black.
Oh well, yeah. I was looking at the square. I wasn't looking.
Yeah. So you can see what the colors at the top left,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can adjust your slider too. It doesn't matter.
Yes,
It's just-
I was doing that.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay. I'm gonna put that right. I want some green. I'm gonna do some green right now. Let's do that. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe like that. That looks fishy. That's a fish color.
So I was trying to, since I'm like still super new to D&D, I was
Nudity.
new to D&D.
Go on.
And I was trying to explain it to my mom why I was spending all the time reading books and looking at things, and I was trying to explain why it was so interesting to me. And the best thing I could come up with was that it is a method of telling a story in which you have no control over what happens or any of your characters in the story.
That's not a bad description.
That's really what it is. It's interactive storytelling in which you can't control your players. You know, the players can make their own decisions, so you have no idea what they're going to do. And sometimes you try and craft a narrative, and your players just interrupt you and go, "Hey, fuck you!" And that just becomes, your big thing that you did. You just become, like, oh, here's this epic moment. They're gonna RP this out, and then they just interrupt you and go, "Fuck you!" And you go, "Oh, fuck you!" And you just yell "fuck you" back and forth at each other for the whole
boss fight.
for the majority of the boss fight. You are gonna lose because you don't have the. Fuck you. Well, fuck you.
That is an accurate
your mom,
representation.
React to this description.
So I didn't.
The fucking chamber back and forth.
I would. Well, it wasn't a fucking chamber, but yeah, it was an echo. There was an echo in the chamber that caused that to happen. So I didn't include that one. I'm talking to my mom, who is a saint, and I would never. Everyone, these are glasses. She doesn't have. Those aren't.
She's got sticks in her eyes.
They are glasses. They are cool. They're awesome. And then the other thing that I thought was pretty fun is because I primarily DM with my girlfriend and kid who are 8. No, just turned 12. Which is dramatically different than playing.
I actually don't have that experience, so I can imagine that being really difficult. But I can tell you, it's really difficult sometimes with adults.
Well, here's what's difficult about DMing with kids is that just thinking about what to do can sometimes take them a minute or two. Like, okay, it's your turn. And they go, okay. And then they just like look at the board, they look at all the minis, they look at their sheet, they look at the thing, and then they play with their face, and they forget what they're doing. Look at, they get up from the table and like, where are you going? I'm like, what? Where are you going? I'm like, oh, and I sit back down, and then look at the table, look at the character sheet. I attack. Who are you attacking? And then it's like, oh, I should have just picked. Okay, you're attacking this guy.
I had a moment like that last night. I had a moment like that where I just could not decide what to do.
I mean, yeah, it happens. But I mean, it doesn't happen every single turn. It doesn't happen.
And how do you deal with that?
So I mean, patience and just waiting. Because if I show impatient, I'm like, come on, just pick. And I start doing that, then they get frustrated with me, and then like the next time I'm like, hey, let's do it. They're like, don't wanna. And so I have to. You really gotta. I had to learn a completely different pace. I also because the three of us will sit down and we'll play 4, 5, 6 hours. Or something.
Let's be fair. Last night was 10.5 hours of game D&D.
Oh shit! Was it really?
It was. It was 10.5 hours of D&D. It was exhausting.
I didn't even realize it was that long.
That's why I can't talk today.
Okay. Well, anyway, so yeah, we used to that, and then they can really only do it for an hour, and then past that,
And are you still using the campaign books? Are you still running
I
the...
am. Yep, I'm still using the intro starter set
For 5e.
for 5e, correct. Which you can buy at Rookzer0
That's not true at all. Also, not sponsored by D&D. In fact, I'm pretty sure a lot of this fan art is copyrighted material, and I'll probably be getting a letter from their lawyer soon. But I think I disclaimed it okay. I think the fan art disclaimer is somewhere in the description. I hope it is. If it's not, please let me know.
No,
I need to put that disclaimer up.
No, fan art's not. I mean, people can cosplay. You can't be cosplay.
I'm pretty sure if you cosplay D&D characters, like you want to be Dritz, you have to like stamp a sticker on your butt that says like this is owned by Wizards of the Coast. Hasbro's kind of mean about it sometimes, but
What?
yeah.
Dude, no.
Yeah.
Because that's like that just makes it so that people don't want to do the thing. Like they're trying to celebrate. I mean, I would be shocked that actually was.
But you believe in tiger teeth.
I don't believe in it because no one says I believe in the moon. You don't. That sentence doesn't make sense.
But there are a lot of people that don't believe in the
I
moon.
accept that as true. I accept that the moon is there. I accept that cats have sensory organs in their teeth.
This is the most controversial video I think I've ever made.
That can sense where blood is, and they will bite you, and then re-bite you.
All of the flat earthers. All the flat earthers are gonna come in here and be like, "Oh, the moon is fake. Who is this? Who is this person? What's Larz' credentials? How can he prove that the moon is real? Because the moon is not real." Oh no. Yep. It's gonna happen. I can feel it. I can feel all the hate just seething onto my channel. Oh boy. I believe in the moon. It exists. I tell you. See? There you go. Someone has a... Well, hey, wait. We're not supposed to talk about religion in here, so, maybe pump the brakes on the moon talk.
I'm Lunarian. The moon.
Got to draw the line somewhere, I suppose. I think I'm done with this fish guy. I don't know what else to do with him.
Do I get this whole bottom area?
If you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just turn off my area if you want.
Oh.
Start a new one.
Wait. Well, I mean.
Oh, crap.
You were working so hard on that. I just wanted this area.
All my art is destructible.
It's destructible.
It's destructible. I think I can make a new layer. I might not own this layer. This is my layer now. And I'm going to give this guy horns, because why not?
Larz has also practiced a session with us before he DMs it for the kids. What is that like, and what are the big differences you see in that?
Say that again, between
DMing the same exact session for adults the day before and kids the day after?
So that is almost not helpful. It's not helpful. It's because you guys plan for things. What just happened?
Hmm?
Oh, you moved your whole guy down. Okay, that's what happened. I panicked. I was like,
It's alive!
It's
It's coming for us!
Okay, no. Yeah, okay, I get it now.
It's the buffest Koto you've ever seen. I could make a skinny one, I guess.
Where was I? Okay, yeah, so it's almost not helpful because you guys do things and like, oh, clearly this is what we were planning on, and you know, like, okay, so here's the smart thing to do. You have to abandon reason if you're going to DM, and think about what would make sense for somebody to do, and then know that they can't possibly imagine that because their idea of what logic is just isn't there yet. And so, so like when I'm doing something that I feel like is very obvious, it's not. And so I've gotten to the point where after they fail at a couple of times at doing something, then I'll just be like, oh, do you want to try this? And I just flat tell them what the answer is to my puzzle or my riddle or something, or what's going on. They got roofed down. So there's a part where
Same size as a kobold. Okay.
where goblins can flush this tunnel. They got flushed down that tunnel.
Oh, wait. Spoilers for anybody that's going to play it. What's this called again?
Oh, this is the starter.
The starter adventure. I don't remember what actual adventure that is.
Mines of
Phandalin?
No,
Phandelver?
Phandelver.
Okay.
Mines of Phandelver.
Spoilers upcoming for the Mines of Phandelver, blah blah blah.
For the first 5 minutes.
For the first 5 minutes of the game.
Phandelver.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
6 times, flushed.
They got flushed down this thing 6 times, and I was like, you know, there's 2 other pathways you could go down. Do you want to try going down with the other ones? And they're like, what? I was like, you can go this way, or you can go this way, neither of which have water coming down there. And they're just like, oh, so I don't have to. I was like, yeah, you could just go a different way.
That sounds like quitter talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, so it's, and then they don't get how to hanging on to like just even like their little minis, like getting their minis to just stay and move is also very difficult because they want to pick them up and they want to like smush them in someone's face and go, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing with that? And they just like move it all around. Or one thing Annika did was she was like, I'm gonna sneak into this room, and she tips over her little guy on the back. So her figurine is now laying on its back, and then she like squishes it like really slowly into the middle of the room where all the goblins were hiding.
I want to crush myself in here until I know the essence
like,
of this room.
Are you laying down on your back and then just scooting yourself into the middle of this huddle of goblins? And she's like, yeah, I want to hear what they're saying. I was like,
that's actually brilliant. I love it.
Brilliant.
I was like, yeah.
Try harder.
Yeah, I was like, roll stealth, and she rolls an 8. It doesn't even matter. I'm like, I'm not gonna. You're in the middle of 6 goblins. I'm not gonna have you just like. So I just, she's just kind of moving her way along the bottom of this thing, and then I had to improv. What in the world 6 goblins would be talking about in a circle?
Hey, did you hear that? No. Okay, great. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything at all. It sounds so quiet. It's so strange.
So quiet
here. I wish people would come and attack us. I really enjoy eating some adventurers right now.
Elliot has also gotten tired of his race. I asked him. I was explaining the different races, and I was like, oh, you can be this, you can be this, you can be this, and I said, you can be a Goliath, and he was like, what's a Goliath? And I was like, it's like a really big human. He's like, I want to be a Goliath bunny. And I was like, what? It's like, I want to be a Goliath bunny. And I was like,
So this is a good time to tell everybody about my rules about talking to your DM. This is exactly how you how you bully your DM into letting you do stuff. You have been bullied, Larz.
and so I mean, I could play by slight. I mean, yeah. And so I was like, hey, buddy, you got to draw me a picture of what this looks like. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to really quickly draw the picture that he drew me. This is great battle.
It looks like Kirby.
And then he drew this, and then he drew like a little helmet that would sit here, and then his ears came out from underneath the helmet.
That sounds pretty dope.
And I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay, so you can put plate mail right here. You could do a little, okay, all right. You are a Goliath bunny, sir.
Talked to your DM today about being a giant bunny. Someone could just go ahead and get that on.
How do I wait? It's not letting me.
You're gonna have to erase it.
No, I've got a better idea.
What is
there.
What is this?
What?
Larz, what is
what?
What is this?
What is
What
what?
is all this white?
I'm erasing.
No, someone was drawing with white.
I thought I was erasing. Is that not? So I flipped the pen around?
Yeah, you can flip the pen around, but at some point you drew all over your layer with white.
Well, what does it matter if it's?
Let me tell you. I'll just put my stuff on top of your layer then. I'll let you have your strange
This is no. You just made an afro for my fox.
giant fox afro.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
All right there. I'm better now.
The chat is outraged about the white drawing. Complete outrage.
I love what you were doing right here.
Larz, what have you done? Cthulhu asks. What am I doing? What was I doing? Oh, I erased my fish monster. I do want to draw this bunny now, though.
You want to draw the Goliath bunny?
Yeah, I'll draw a Goliath bunny.
Okay.
Did you watch my Goliath video yet?
No. Is that a new one?
Yep. Nope, it's fine. I'm just very disappointed.
His body is made of silly putty. So then about 3 or so sessions in, he was like, I'm tired of being a Goliath bunny. I was like, okay. What do you want to do? And he's like, I want to be a human. And I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah.
Your Goliath bunny explodes.
And I was like, okay, a bolt of lightning hits you. You are now a human. He goes, yeah. He goes, yeah, half human, half Goliath. I was like, no, I asked you if you wanted to be human. You said yes. He's like, yeah, I do. I don't want to be bunny anymore. I want to be human. I was like, so human Goliath or human? I was like, no, half human, half Goliath. I was like, you're just a tall person. He's like, yes. Okay. Then he got tired of being that, and he wanted to go back to being a bunny.
Well, you've already set the precedent that there is a race-changing lightning bolt that can be found somewhere in the universe.
Well, it's either that or he gets mad and doesn't play. I'm in a bind here. And so, yeah, I set the precedent there. So, Annika was going to be half elf, half human. And then later she scratched out elf and just put human. So she's half human, half human.
Makes me think of Matt Groening. Maybe it only has one ear. I want to give it like the Bugs Bunny helmet. The Viking helmet.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what's happened. It looks like a moose now. What have I done?
Have we ever won a battle?
That's a good goblin quote.
Oh, yeah. The stormtroopers when they're like, have you ever hit anything with your blaster?
Phew.
I hit a barn once. Okay. All right.
Then you just make a human.
So yeah, she's half human, half human. And my girlfriend Rachel.
100% awesome. Half human, 100% awesome.
Yeah, she is. She gets really frustrated when she fails at anything. And she will like put her head down, and you could like she'll like start sniffing, you know. So we were in a town, and she was trying to convince people that they should come with us on the next adventure. The entire town. She wanted to convince the entire town to come with us on this adventure. And I was like, okay, make your impassioned speech. And she was like, okay. I'm crazy, and you should follow me. We're gonna have fun, and we're gonna party. Who's with me? I was like, roll with advantage.
Sounds like you need to kill a couple of townsfolk
Yeah.
on an adventure.
She gave a good speech. I couldn't fault her. And
Yes, but now she has to live with the dark consequences of her actions.
she rolled a 16. With her advantage, and so.
Wait, you only have to roll a 16 to convince an entire village to sacrifice themselves?
No,
to the
I'm
hordes
saying,
of goblins?
I'm saying she rolled a 16. I haven't told you whether or not she succeeded or failed yet.
Okay.
So she rolled a 16, and it was a Lord of the Rings moment, where it was like, you have my axe and my anvil, but I made everyone come in with just what they had there. So like one person came in with a broom, one person came in with a ladle.
Oh crap, you're all gonna die.
2 children joined them. The blacksmith came, and I think that was it. And she did not care when any of them died.
Oh no.
And she was like, yeah, okay. I was like, but they followed you. Yeah. I told them they should.
You created a sociopath. Well done.
All right. And so they haven't made it back to town yet. So I'm going to when they go back to town, I'm like, I want to buy stuff. And I'm like,
Perfect
everyone's
plan.
Dead. Everyone's dead. They all followed you, and now they're dead. And now you don't have anyone to buy things.
It's one of those issues where like at the end of the night all the players go home like, yeah, I did a thing, and the DM is just like, what have I done? Everything is just nothing good is going to come from this.
Safety first. Safety first. What we're doing. Are you drawing Gur?
I'm trying to turn Gur into a fish monster.
I'm crazy. We're gonna have fun.
I feel like Gur needs a little bit of a mustache.
Let's make him a weird fish monster here. Give him a little body.
What else? I also try to make it apparent that they should help each other and not do what their own thing is. But I do that with NPCs, so that doesn't always come through. So one of the NPCs, I was like, yeah, you've got a healing potion. She's like, yeah. I'm like, this guy next to you is bleeding out. She's like, okay. So is there any treasure? And I'm like, he's sliding his way towards you on the ground, being like, help me. I'm like, there's a trail of blood that he's leaving on the floor behind him. She's like, okay. But is there something over here? I'm like, he's okay. He take 5 bleed damage. He's like, please, I'm dying. I need you to help me. She's like, okay. So I don't find any treasure.
Still find any treasure. The first D&D game I ever played,
I had a scheme, and so my fighter got like a whole bunch of oil, and I was just buying like really innocuous things from the DM. I was like, can I buy this? He's like, yeah. I'm like, can I buy this? He's like, yeah. I'm like, can I buy these 5 things? He's like, I don't care. And then we got to a boss, and I was like, I cover him in oil, and I just light the building on fire. And he was just like, okay. He takes a bunch of damage. He dies. And I'm like, yes. And then he's like, all the stuff he had on him burns, and you get no loot. And I was like, that's fucking stupid. And he's like, okay, you trip and kill yourself on your axe. And I was like, all right, we're done with D&D for the day. And we didn't play for like 5 years. And now we're all really into it. So it's definitely a learning. Why does Gur still have a mustache? Dang.
I put it there.
I'm going to make it a butt stash.
What?
Now he's got eyebrows. Matt.
Oh, I see.
No, so there's definitely some learning curves on both sides, I think. To be fair, the first time we ever played with you, we killed your NPC. Kind of unintentionally. Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
My NPC. What are you talking about?
You had an NPC follow us, and we were like, we don't like this guy. And then he got knocked out. We're like, all right, we'll come back for him.
Oh no! Yeah, you guys left him.
We just left him. We just left him to die. Like, we're not we're invested in this character at all. And you were looking at us like, why aren't you helping him? Like, this is people to kill over there. Like, I don't know who that guy is. That guy just came with us.
I was kind of proud of that character actually. I was just because of how annoying he was.
Yeah, I wonder why
And that's why we left him to die.
I was so I enjoyed that. I named him.
Perfect plan.
God, what did I name him? Durgan. He had the same first name and last name, so his name was like Durgan.
I remember instantly hating that character.
Yeah, well, I was like, he takes off his hat and golden hair, flips down about his shoulders.
Just to point out,
that's your service.
so normally when I play characters, I end up being a little too aggressive and starting to like kind of, I have to be the star. I've done that a lot. And so when you started, I was like, I'm going to sit back. I haven't actually played a campaign in a long time. I'm going to enjoy this. My character's going to be kind of gruff and just like not want to interact with anybody. And then it was like, hello there. And I was just like, oh, damn it. I have to get away from this man.
I think it also, if somebody is a DM, I think that changes the way that they play. Because
I managed to get my hand stuck in an earth elemental in the first ever session. Cthulhu, that's pretty great. Go ahead, Larz.
I think because I would say things, and you would not accept the things that I have said. So I would say, okay, that guy leaves and he's gone. You're like, no, fuck that. I'd follow him. I was like, no, you can't find him. He's like, I'm searching through I found him. I find him in the audience and I'm here. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Like, you didn't find him in the audience. He's gone. Like, no, he's right here. He's in front of me. And I'm playing my lute and I'm saying, where are you coming from, sir?
Wait, what's this?
You did have a bard.
A bard.
A quick hot second
Oh,
there
hot second.
that was...
that would not stop just... Like no, I'm arguing with the mayor. Like,
oh, that's right. Because I would say like I'm attacking the guy and I'd roll the dice, and then you're like, that doesn't happen yet. I'm like, the dice is rolled. Like the action has happened. Please elaborate.
Okay, but there's already you're like, my lute is already halfway through his head as you say this.
I have a means of foregoing the narrative by just continuously rolling dice.
That was the same the same one where we had Common Archer.
Yeah, Common Archer was not great for the same reason.
I found out. I believe Kevin was high during. Yeah, I found out that made it also much more difficult to. Yeah.
Generally, when someone makes a character and they name it like sword fighter generic man, they're not really invested in playing the game.
David says in his first game he died horribly, was knocked unconscious, and the party let the monsters scream him to death.
Scream?
I'm not sure how you scream someone to death, but that sounds terrible, David, and I'm sorry that happened.
To do it.
Just like, ah! You're gonna die!
That kind of reminds me of The Last Airbender, where Toph can see by, because she's an earthbender, so by stepping she feels the vibrations in the earth. And then they have the play where every the Fire Nation has a play
Banshee, probably.
where they're playing all of the characters, and the person who plays Toph says like, I'm an earthbender, but I can't see. I see by screaming.
That's right. Because he was talked by like badger bats or something. Larz, can I have some of the can I have some space?
You can.
Maybe just a little space.
What space would you like?
Maybe a little space. A little bit. Please, making the skull sad.
I'm doing this in white just.
God, I can't draw there. Then I gotta move the layer. Whoops. I think I broke it. I think I broke the thing. I think that might be the end of the stream.
What? Well, no, we just hit a new thing.
No, I broke something.
I
I dropped something somewhere, and everything exploded.
Well, it's still going.
Here? Here?
Is this me? Oh, that's me. I was wondering why you kept putting these things.
I've destroyed it. There's an invisible layer that doesn't exist anymore because I dragged it into
at the bottom.
non-existence. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can grab it. Nope. Maybe I can just turn it off. The layer still exists apparently. I just can't do anything with it. So that's weird. Just ignore this. Ignore all of this. Everyone.
The stream is still working.
Okay, yeah, you're not saying there's something wrong with the stream.
No, I broke the software.
So this is something that is unique to you.
I'm gonna try refreshing it real quick. Hold on. Everyone, hang out. Batman. He can only see screaming by echolocation. That might be true. Okay. Oh, now it's loading. There we go. Okay, we're fixed. We're back. We're back at it. Back at it with that new hot stuff. This one. Okay. Okay, we're good.
Captain Jumper, what are some memorable moments for you? D&D.
Jumper, you're gonna have to get close to a mic.
Being a player or DMing?
I've never seen you DM, so I don't. So yeah. Can I get rid of this thing? Yes, I can.
When we first started playing, we had one DM who took us through a couple different campaigns once or twice.
Oh, that's where Orson came from.
What?
That's where Orson came from.
I cannot be picked up on
Orson's got card.
You're too far away from the mic.
Okay, I'm gonna swing.
When we first started playing, we had a DM who took us through a couple different campaigns, and then got very burned out because we were a little bit murder hobo-y, and we.
Jumper, you need to get the microphone right up.
It's still really quiet.
You need to get right up to the microphone and talk, and then don't yell, but talk into the microphone.
Okay. Testing.
It's much better.
1, 2.
What?
That's much better.
When we first started playing, we had one DM who took us through, I think, 3 different campaigns before he was tired of our shenanigans and said, one of you guys has to DM to 3 new players, and we had no idea what we were doing. So what we came up with was an adventure style where we would all join like an adventure group, and then each of us would DM 1 session, and we would then come back. The adventure had to begin and end at the adventure group tavern so that we could switch out characters every session. And so it was my turn to DM, and we were going to the adventure session. They'd gone off on their adventure, they'd done what they needed to do, and they were coming home, and they came into an ambush of giants in the hills on their way back. And what happened to me was that our group was fighting these giants up on the hills, and the first giant died immediately because our cavalier charged him and destroyed him. That giant was just gone. And I'm like, oh no, none of these giants can hit them hard enough to actually be worth anything, because they're just going to run up to a giant. The giant's going to try and hit somebody, and the cavalier is going to kill them. What do I do? And so I'm looking at this monster in the monster page to try and figure out how to make this last hurrah of the adventure worthwhile to them. And then I find out, as I'm reading, that the giants can pick up and throw rocks. And that changes the entire last encounter of this cavalier trying to fight off all of these spread out giants with all of his friends, because the giants start hucking rocks and players start going down. And they have to like get into a group and use all of their heals and fight one giant or spread up between the giants so the giants will actually hit them. So they decide to split up and into 2s or 3s and fight off the giants so that they stop throwing rocks at each other. And the cavalier has to finish off one giant and then go save his friends and finish off the next one. And that was, I was by the seat of my pants there, just trying to figure out what to do. And at the end of the night, they told me that that giant encounter was the best part of the whole adventure, that that's what they liked the most, and I was just astounded. That's my first DM story.
That is cool.
This is Orson T. Barrington. He's a bear monk. He's got 3 levels in bear and a bunch of levels in monk. Yeah.
That makes sense. That he's a bear monk then.
Yep.
He's not the. It'd be weird if he was a bear monk and he had only had.
He specializes in throwing fish. Yeah. He's got a bandolier, a fish bandolier.
I'll draw the fish for you.
Yeah, go ahead, draw some fish. Oh, look, a rock.
And this might be a goldfish.
Goldfish cracker?
I'm gonna draw a nostril on it, even though I know that fish don't have nostrils.
They totally do. You need to look that up. You know catfish?
Yeah.
They got little nose barbels.
And then they've got big old swoop.
And then they got big long barbels.
Oh, do they not go sideways?
Sometimes they do. They go all over. And they got little eyebrow barbels.
Google it later.
What time is it? We've been doing this for a while.
2:30.
He throws starfish. That'd be pretty cool too.
Andreas is asking if that is your polar bear character.
That is my polar bear character, yeah. I need to redraw him, I think, because he was one of the first videos I did for YouTube. And I think I could have. I think I'd do better. Maybe I should do a revisit on that one day on stream. But yeah, he was pretty fun.
You mostly draw race, right? You don't draw.
Yeah, for the YouTube videos right now, I'm just working my way through the races.
There's only like 700.
Yeah, I've got, I think on my current list, I think I have 7 more. But I'm sure more will be added. So 7 more videos, and then I'll have to figure out what the hell I'm doing. Might be more races. I don't know. I still haven't done any of the, I'm only in like 2 monster races. So we'll see where that takes me. There was supposed to be a video out today, but we got distracted with a 12-hour D&D session. So that didn't happen.
I'm surprised that was 12 hours.
It was a lot. It was a lot. There was some...
I'm surprised it happened at all because I thought somebody was going home.
Oh, I wasn't even drawing at the top. Oh, I just zoomed out. I'm not even at the top of the thing. Oh God, there's space up here. I didn't even see that. I thought this was the top.
Remember when we started and I said make sure you have the keyboard so that you can zoom in and out?
Oh God, there's space down here. Okay, well.
And then remember when I said I did this all the time because I kept trying to zoom out more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay.
Those are DM clues for party members to try to explore the mind space that is our sketchboard.
By the way, I did not get your clue where you were like, hey, remember movement? I was like, I do remember movement. How is that helping with these lich armors? I didn't get your clue. What was your clue?
No, I was trying to tell. You and I had a conversation a day or two ago about. You were saying like, oh, I want to make my encounters really dynamic so that people have to kind of like figure out where they're going to stand, where they're going to move. Mm-hmm. And I said, that's how most encounters are. Most encounters just devolve into people slapping each other until somebody dies. And then yesterday, we were just standing in place slapping each other until somebody died. And I was like, hey, Larz, remember movement? Because the whole thing about those guys, they're really slow. They're just big, giant armors with no reach. And if they get up to you, you dissolve. And then the other part of that encounter was that the small creatures didn't do a lot of damage.
Oh, fuck that. They did a lot
Actually,
of
they did
damage
quite a
to
good
me.
bit of damage. But
They did a lot of damage to me.
But they were supposed to lock you down so that the big guys could walk up to you. Like, that was the scary part. But it happened that as soon as the fight started, everybody just scattered and ran to them. And I was like, okay, great.
Well, you know, you can do. I can. So I'm a gunslinger. I can shoot. 4 times if I just stand still. But if I move and then shoot, I can only shoot once. Wouldn't it be cool if I could just kill them all?
Remember movement? Remember movement, Larz? Remember?
I remember.
All right, we gotta get a little gripply gunslinger here.
Yeah, that's exactly what my gunslinger looks. Thank you. For doing justice to my character. Okay, moving the sun up to the corner.
I did.
Oh, that's what you're. Yeah. No, the sun was just kind of floating there. I thought it was on purpose.
Nope. You thought when I drew a sun right here and then did this. You thought that was intentional. You thought right here that was intentional.
Well,
Hey, we don't judge, man.
did you think I was drawing my fish monster off the screen?
No, it was just at the very top of the screen. So I thought because I was seeing right here. So I thought that you just kind of went like whoop, whoop. Yeah,
This
like
is
that.
how I draw.
That's what I thought you were doing. And I was
Hey,
like,
baby.
all right, cool.
Ba-da, ba-da,
Do it, buddy.
ba-da. Oh man, that's a lot of lag time. Oh, it doesn't update until I let go of it. I was doing cool little animations. I was like doing this. I was like ba-da, 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 ba-da.
Oh, and it wasn't coming through.
But you can't see that.
Nope.
He did. Yep, he did. Why are they all wearing a fez? Well, the fez is actually a +2 intelligence hat, which allows a bear to understand party conversations. Because otherwise a polar bear cannot communicate. They just go, ah, and then try to eat something.
What language does he speak?
The polar bear? Bear.
So right. So like a druid with like animal speaker could talk to him.
Oh yeah, that happens. Eventually, like towards level 7 or 8, I think we found what was it? It was like a necklace of human speech or human tongue, so that he could actually start talking. So that was pretty funny. But for a long time, I would constantly just like yell at the party. Yeah.
And just like point.
And like things would happen, and I'd be like, okay, here's how this is gonna work. If I hit somebody with a fish, that means I want you to attack them. If I waggle a fish at them, it means I might attack them. And if I eat the fish, you guys can just talk to him, and I'll be fine.
So that's very. I mean, that probably works. But when you're like 60 yards out, and you're waggling a fish, and you're like, okay, is it this guy you're waggling a fish at, or is it this guy? Like that. That's where it becomes very difficult.
It wasn't a perfect situation, and we came up with the term astral projection bear because I would constantly just talk, and then the DM would be like, "That's a good point. You can't actually say that to the party." And I was like, "Ah, crap." Astral projection bear. You're not here. That's the DM or the crit roll equivalent. It's like, and you're not here. It's like, coo. Metagaming pigeons. That's how magic works, right? Yeah, pretty much. Only party conversations and normal speech unless it's part of a conversation. Watermelon sun? Jeez. Is the sun a watermelon? Did it explode?
It's that's a water.
All right, we drew some fish people today. Maybe this week will be fish people. I did also grab another commission this morning, so I might work on that tomorrow on stream.
The way you're talking makes it sound like we are ending. Is that what
I'm tired.
I've done things.
I'm done. I drew some stuff. I drew some bears. We drew a gur fish. I think we're in a good spot. I think we did good.
We drew a superhero.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Here,
actually,
show off your superhero.
Before I say anything else, what did I draw this whole time, Rook? Name all of the things that I drew.
Okay, there was. Oops, hold on. We can do it this way.
No, don't look at it. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not trying to look at it. Chill.
Okay.
Chill.
I'm just saying, from memory.
Okay. From memory, we had a superhero lady who had glasses and a cape and weird hair. And she was sad all the time. She had a frowny face on her.
Okay. All right.
And then there was a dog of some kind, which I assume was supposed to be a horse, but it looked like a dog. And then Reem was like standing on it. He's like, I'm a cowboy. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, there's white everywhere. That's why it's coming up all blotchy.
Remember when I said, oh, you were drawing everywhere on white? You're like, that's fine.
Okay, wait. If I do this, is it? Oh, dude, wait, that's the thing that I was talking about. Remember I was talking about the thing? You can erase and make something show up, and then you can erase it, and then it shows up.
And then there was a mustache on Gurr.
Yeah.
And then there was a circle.
Yeah.
And there was something over here, but I don't remember what it was.
You don't? Oh, you don't remember? Let me go ahead and do that for you. So there was a cloud.
Uh-huh.
And there was a thunderbolt coming down.
Oh, that's right.
It was raining, and then there was Bowser.
Oh, yeah, and Bowser didn't have the top of his head. I was really confused why he didn't have the top of the head, but now it makes sense.
Oh, because
you couldn't see the top.
Because I was at the top, yeah.
To me, it just looked like you erased the top of his head. How much damage does a fish do when used as a club? Well, that's interesting, because normally it's an improvised weapon, except if you're a monk and you have throw anything, it counts as a monk weapon if you specialize in fish, so it does like a D6.
Plus your strength.
Plus your strength, which as a
Plus
polar
your
bear is
bear
very,
strength.
very high. It was fun. That was the rules. I wasn't allowed to use real weapons, but I could use my flurry of blows with fish or my natural attacks. So that was the caveat for playing the polar bear monk. Yeah.
I know something new today.
Well, I think that is probably a good place to stop. So, Larz, Captain Jump Rope, thank you for joining me on stream. Thanks for hopefully working out these kinks. Ultimate fish hat. There you go. I think
you can.
Go ahead.
I'm still learning things. You can make a tiny tap, and it makes a tiny one.
Yeah.
And then you can make a big, and you make a push harder, and it makes a bigger one.
That's the beauty of the pressure pen. Pen
Okay,
pressure.
I'm all right. I'm now getting to the point where I can host my own.
Should we start the stream over?
Channel.
Should we start the stream over for Larz time? Now I'm ready. 3 hours later, I'm ready. I'm warmed up.
This is gonna be stories with Larz, where I go through and I tell you nonsense.
Let's go ahead and start the stream over. I'll be the guest this time.
Welcome to my.
World-renowned artist Rookzer0 has come to my art channel to tell me about D&D. I don't know why I'm drawing a small elephant child. There we go. That's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah. New live stream. Drawing with Larz. But yeah, so later this week we'll probably do some more commissions. We'll do some. I'm gonna try to get at least one other person here for a little draw time interview. We'll see how that goes. If you'd be interested in that, go ahead and drop it down in the Discord and draw. Just be like, hey, I'd be interested in doing that, and we'll see where that goes. Probably be only for Patreon members for the first few weeks, just so I can kind of make sure I have people that I know are interested in doing that for legit. Okay. Patrons.
Yeah.
Your mouth just stopped working.
No, I was paying attention to the stream.
Oh.
$15? What? None of this is me drawing. Larz. But we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll do some art, and we'll have some fun. If you haven't joined the Discord, there's a link down in the comments below. Feel free to join in. If you want to become a Patreon member, you get free tokens and stuff of the art I've done, as well as like printable copies. And we have stickers coming in sometime this week, and we'll figure out what we can do with those. So that might be a giveaway, or it might be just something for Patreon members. So thanks again for watching, everybody. Remember to keep your dice on the table, and apparently don't let your friends draw during your live streams, or they just make weird stuff.
Friendship.
We'll see everybody later. I hit the wrong button. Hold on a second. This one. Bye.